Alright, good to go. I honestly think this time around I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna have my cam off. Do like a full just gameplay stream. Of course, this is once again gonna be part 2 of South of Midnight. But I think I'm gonna completely black out. So let's do a live stream here. We're gonna mute cam so you guys can see the entire screen. You don't have to stare at my beautiful face. These Mangekyo Sharingan eyes. You see here, chat box is still gonna be good. Everything else is gonna be running perfectly fine. So feel free to use the chat, comment, like the stream, share it with your friends. Alright, chat is up and running as well. Just gave it a test. Yep, everything is good. Audio should be good. Let's check game audio. Game audio is good. Mic audio is not going to be that bad because, like I said, I'm going to be turning it off here in a split second once we get things rolling. But as always, man, thank you for coming to the stream, guys. Let's get into it. South of Midnight, Chapter 3. Here we go.
Finally! Please let our house be in one piece. What is that? Looks like a bug. Maybe I can chuck those back.
1 second. Switching to intermission screen. Sorry about something. On the intermission screen, we are hiding. Where is it? The image. Thought about that. Give me 1 second, guys.
Wait for me here. I'll find something to get y'all across.
Whoa, she went far. I can make it too. Could have used that during track season.
Won't be long till we can rest.
Looks like they made it over the gap. Something funky about those symbols. Who's leaving them, for one thing? What's that? It's like getting a second wind.
Rest up while I find the way down. Stay safe. There's a long journey ahead.
Thank you. Gotta be brave. Quickest way to the river. What the heck? Hey, that's from our house. That's Mama's work binder. What? Back here again? Mama?
I hate this thing. It's like cracking open Pandora's box. It's so hard for me to not take my feelings home to Hazel afterwards. I want to shield her. But I just keep pushing our way.
I didn't know her work affected her so much. She can't hear me. What was all that anyway? That felt different. No way she... No. She's gotta be alive.
Yoo-hoo!
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello? Anyone?
Who is that? Thanks. Get off.
Hey, Hazel.
Who's there?
You up here.
Where?
My salvation.
A talking fish. Nope. Ain't no way.
Oh, Weaver, like you must have seen stranger things than me. And I was so sorry to hear about your misfortunation. You find your mama yet?
How do you know about my mama?
Well, before I tell you what I know, would you mind? This gentleman here scooped me up, but he ain't been equal good about letting go. Would you kindly do your Weaver thing and help me down?
What weeby thing?
Oh, don't tease now. Sound carries underwater. It ain't every day I hear about a new Weaver such as yourself. And lo and behold, with this time and all.
I just found this thing. Look, my house got swept away in the storm with my mama in it, and I'm just trying to find my mama before...
Oh, you really don't know anything. How disappointing.
I'm getting really sick and tired of folks being disappointed.
Oh, no. Mortified to a fan, no. I just, well, you can't see strands, can't you? Like knots, tangles, thingies.
Thingies? What are you talking about?
Like strings floating in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, I can teach you the rest. And a train weaver ought to be able to rescue her mama easy. I can even help you find her. When you get me down, of course.
How am I supposed to do that?
Well, it's like this, see? Our world is made of strands all wove together. Now, when something terrible or unnatural happens to a creature, the strands get all knotted. Now, this here tree went through some tribulation. Must have left his knots all over the place. All you gotta do is use your magic bottle and...
Wait. I don't have a magic bottle.
No?
No.
Well, there's an old bottle tree over this way. The sun's always glinting in my eyes from it. You could probably find one there.
Okay, so I get the magic bottle and then...
Just get it. I'll tell you the rest after. But hurry. Some folks think I'm delicious fried up with grits. Ain't healthy for a fish to be in a tree.
So that's a tangle. Feels as off as it looks. Hey, fish! Nothing happened.
Distant ears. Girl, you gotta go to the bottle tree.
All right. Weaver? Me? Yesterday I was struggling to finish my shifts and now I'm fighting hates. I miss swinging on one of those for hours. That's a bottle tree. All right.
you there, boo hag?
Boo what?
Yeah, I saw you jumping through the air back there. Ain't no one but a boo hag can do that. They ain't gonna steal my soul while I sleep.
I'm sorry, I need a bottle.
Yeah? If you're not a boo hag, come up on this porch and prove it. I know full well you boo hags can't abide the color blue.
See? I ain't no boo hag.
Well, maybe I ain't. Thing is, I need all my bottles. Just for hates.
Wait, you see him too?
Well, I ain't entirely seen one. But they bite, and they clump up around places of old pain. You know, some folks say that if you scoop up those clumps, put them in a bottle and put that bottle in a bottle tree, you could cure the pain. Hasn't really worked out for me just yet, but...
Maybe I could help bottle up the pain.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them. Ever since my brother went missing.
If you let me take a bottle, I could help.
Well, get you one off the tree then. And you're welcome to try bottling up the pain. But the roots of this trouble go deep.
Roots of this trouble go deep. All that mess over there looks like some kind of vortex. Should check that out. Oh, wow. That's terrible. Life must be hard out here. Huh? You couldn't pay me to go out there at night. Now, I've got this bottle, and I'll do something with it. Yeah, it must have been a land grab. Assholes.
Some nerve evicting folks. These houses can't have been up to code. That knot looks worse than the others. What's happening?
Benji and his brother's troubles began when they were forced to move again. Their ma thought it best for Benji, who was bullied badly for being in his own world. But Rhubarb would not forgive him for uprooting their life.
What was that? Some kind of ghost memory? The bottle is acting funny. Ain't in a bottle. I get it now. Maybe if I fill this up, I can help Catfish. That's gotta be the Weaver name for old paint. The sorrow folks leave behind long after they're gone. Always thought these were cool, like little crawfish castles. Princess Crawdad. Had a lot of time to myself as a kid. Yeah, that's gotta be how this works. Stigma's what happens when the pain turns rotten. stay light on my feet.
When the townsfolk caught wind of Benji's difference, they started throwing rocks at him and his brother. Rhubarb was not surprised. Bad people always prey on those who stand out.
Heartless. They can do that to a rabbit.
Gonna take a short break here in a second, guys. Was about to be very back straight up, of course.
Bottles half full.
But I feel like we're gonna be approaching the end of this chapter, so make sure we want to take a break here.
Is that Benji? He had a nice smile back then. She looks scarlet. Rhubarb? That old guy who gave me the bottle? He looked like Benji's brother. No wonder he knows so much about Benji's pain.
Alright, take a split break here for a second, then we'll get on back to the fish.
knows everything. What a nasty heart.
I know what it looks like, and you guys are right. I cannot remember. Actually, I was about to say I cannot remember which way to the fish. But I forgot we can always just hit this, and it'll just whisper us sweet nothings, and we can go the right way. All right, so right back on track, guys.
Look at that bottle. Half full or half empty. And here I believe you were brand new at this.
I barely know what filling this thing does.
Oh, you'll see. One step at a time.
I'm doing this while trying to eat, and let me tell you, I'm happy I didn't buy power-ups, because it's actually a little difficult.
The bear trap was meant for Benji. There weren't no bears around here. To Rhubarb, it was proof that things was going to get a lot worse, just like last time. There was no escaping it.
Oh my God. What kind of person would do that to someone? Bottle's almost full. Just one more to go.
Offered us safe passage. I won't be long.
You're so close. They must be exhausted. got away. Hope they ended up somewhere safe. Did folks used to meet up here? Talent show. Bet all the kids love that.
I know you guys are noticing this, but the lock-on mechanic in this game actually ruins the combat, because just trying to turn and look around activates the switch function. And if you turn sensitivity down, you won't have the motion that you want. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. I almost have to play without being locked on. Though I don't have to worry about it switching, but I have to lock on for like certain stuff to connect. And I'm eating, as RealWare, so. I know. It would all be so much easier if I just bought power-ups, right? But if the game's easy, is it fun? I'll buy them eventually, but right now they're definitely not necessary. Alright, let's go.
This is getting easier.
While Benji's love was as true as his heart, Rhubarb was tired of tending to his needs instead of showcasing what he could do. By this point, Rhubarb felt he had moved enough.
Where am I?
Well, now, how curious. You shouldn't be here. Let us limit.
Who's there? Oh, fuck.
Okay. Run, I guess.
Shit, shit, shit. What is that? Is this a train? Let me get out. to the fish. Yeah.
Hazel, got everything you need?
I think that's everything.
Then hurry up and fix that tangle.
Okay, what crazy thing is about to happen now?
I assume your first time in Iwi was a bit eventful?
Oh, yeah. You could have warned me about the fog.
Fog? Oh, that fog. Yes. Must have slipped my mind. I'm a tad dehydrated. You get it pattern?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be so personal.
Secrets are a terrible burden. That's why I'm so eager to help. By listening.
Okay. So what do I have to do to help Benji so I can get you down so I can save my mom?
Use that pattern to fix that big old tangle. You'll need to reweave Benji too. But first things first, go fix that tangle. When Rhubarb said go inside the hollow tree for a game, Benji did it. Even when you were nailing the hollow shut, Benji trusted him. There must have been a moment when Rhubarb decided to leave him there. And a moment when Benji, trapped inside that tree, finally understood. He must have cried to the heavens. Somehow the tree took pity, and somehow Benji become the tree. Never forget that the brother he loved had done this to him.
Wow. What kind of magic is that?
What kind of man would kill his own brother? Okay. What do I do now?
Now scuttle up on Benji like a squirrel now.
I remember my brother, his fate was so cruel. He saw things so different, branded a fool. He found trouble often, each place we'd go. He didn't know that this was the end. Was my brother, Benji his name. He saw things different, he was my shame. I said goodbye, I said farewell. I took my hammer, my ticket to hell. The locals got angry, left tracks out for him. Threw rocks, started shouting. His prospects were grim. Easy to blame Benji, my mother's favorite son. For her and my family, my plan had begun. Let's play together. You go Cypress Tree Hollow, it was safe and dry. He trusted me fully. I nailed him inside.
That's weird. It almost looked like he got dug out of him.
That was a lie. He was my brother, Benji his name. Saw things different. He was my shame. And I said goodbye. I said farewell. I took my hammer. I took it to hell. He was my brother, Benji his name. He saw things different. He was my shame. And I said goodbye. I said farewell. I took my hammer. I took it to hell.
That looked like it hurts. I bet that's where I used the pattern.
Mind moving your arm a little bit so I can get up? Is that okay?
Taking a shot in the dark here. You'll let him go now, won't you?
This ain't more than a mud puddle. Meet me at Rhubarb's dock.
Where's that fish? He better keep his promise.
Whoa! Pardon my mud. What'd you see? Tell me all the juicy details.
Is this entertainment for you?
Well, fish ain't got no TV.
The things I saw? I get why Mama had to wash her day off when she got home. Use up all our hot water on really bad days.
Oh, was your mama a weaver too?
Social worker. She never really felt like she helped enough. Do you think I did enough for Benji?
Oh, my dear. Weavers do fix things deep down. They mend parts of your soul so ripped, you'd forgotten they were ever one piece.
How do you know so much? Did a weave ever help you?
Oh, I don't like to talk much about myself. Hop on. Oh, I'm not as slimy as I look. Don't you want to find your mama? Now wait till I tell everyone how that terrible
I'm calling it right now. When this fish turns out to be my dad, I'm gonna be so upset.
As Hazel ventured downriver, her powers grew stronger. She glimpsed at past, seeing some members of Maw and others strange and unknown. Hazel was perturbed by what she'd seen of a giant man tree in his heart. Thanks to my help, she reweaved his knots and sealed his pain in a magic bottle placed in the grand tapestry. Once she set me loose, I offered her my assistance to locate her mom. But there was more than meets the eyes in these waters. More than just a gentle tree man lurking about. I guided her through the murky waters to the flooded area where her house should have washed off.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers?
Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you'd help me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bells. Some church folks once tried to dynamite him, and he didn't take that too kindly. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
I want to do about 2 hours. We're right at hour and 46. So before we get rolling in chapter 4 here, I think we're going to call it, because 15 minutes in it's just going to be a tease to what chapter 4's got going on. So we're going to call it here, guys. As always, thanks for coming to the stream. If you like more of this, let me know. Or maybe something different. Whatever you guys are after is usually what I'll put out. If I'm feeling up to it and if I've got the time, let me tell you.
That must be the church.
'Cause I definitely stay busy. Alright. Y'all have a good one. Stay blessed. Peace.